Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to our Facebook Live open class. My name is Mr. Oceguera. Most of you guys that train with us on a regular basis, you know the deal. Type in your information, your name, rank, location, and number of tips you've got so we can mark your card. I just got done covering announcements for this location as far as Black Belt Club events and stuff. Guys, make sure y'all check out our email newsletter that comes out every single month. If you guys don't receive that email newsletter, just holler at me, send me a Facebook message or an email at bushidobusinesscampus@gmail.com, and we'll get that to you guys. Let's go ahead and get that in. Show me. You ready? Sensei. You ready? Oceguera. Ready? Yo. Rank it back. Ready? Let's start off super simple, guys. Coming down the floor, moving forward punch. If you're an old salt at this, if you've done this a ton of times, I'm looking for a consistently strong fighting stance. Make sure your stance is the same now as it will be here in a couple counts in a couple minutes, and you obviously want to make sure it's strong every single time. If you haven't done a ton of these, or only been doing karate for about a year, maybe less, you want to make sure, number one, that your timing is correct. You want to make sure your foot and your fist land at the same time. You want to make sure that heel turns in and that your back is nice and straight. Coming down the floor. Each. Knee. So. Sheep. Green belts and above. Green belts and above. Moate Uchi Uki. Front arm burn block. Retreat. Front arm burn block. There we go. There we go. Let's all go back, try that one more time. So if you're here, guys, I want to make sure you guys at home can see me. If I'm here, my hand in hikite will become my front arm. I'm going to look, spin, my arm comes out, and then comes back across my body. Everybody understand? If you're looking at it full speed, Moate Uchi Uki. Retreat! Purple belt, green candidates and below. Green candidates and below. Moate Soto Uki. Middle block. Retreat. All right. So it's basically the same exact block, but it's traveling in a different direction. One's an inside block, Uchi Uki. One's an outer block or outside block, Soto Uki. You're using the forearm in both cases. Hands and come, hey. Back into that guarded position, moving forward punch. Ready, and each. Knee. Becky, I forgot, this is your first class back, huh? All right, glad to have you. Go. Rope. Seach. Hunch. Shoot. Gavin, I'm going to pick on you just a little bit, buddy. Gavin, raise your hand so everybody at home can see you. Find your hikite. You want to make sure. Oh, as soon as I talked about it, you fixed it. It was way down low by your belt. All right. You want to make sure it's as high as your solar plexus. And you want your punch to go to your solar plexus. So your fist shouldn't travel up or down when you punch. It should travel straight out and back. Make sense, buddy? Go. Rope. Seach. Hotch. We're all going to turn it together again. Moate Uchi Uki if you're a green belt or above. If you're a green candidate belt or below, you're going to throw a Soto Uki middle block with that right arm. Retreat. Nice. Mike, make sure it's off that front arm, comes across your body. There we go. Hands and come. Hey. One last trip. Jinzukis. Let's speed it up a little bit. Each. Knee. So. She. Something to really keep in mind, guys. I've been noticing a lot of people do that. Bunches of different belt levels. Pay attention to this hand first. Make sure this hand doesn't move before you pull it back. Second thing you don't want to do is you want to make sure that hand in hikite doesn't wiggle before it comes back to you. You want to keep them still until it starts coming through. Everybody got it? You don't want to have any wasted movement or unnecessarily spent energy. Go! There you go. Ho! Seach! Hotch! You're trimming the fat on your techniques. Anything extra, you're getting rid of it. Hotch! Moate Soto Uki. Green candidates and above, same thing. Everybody else, Moate Uchi Uki. Retreat! Right. Coming down the floor with that block. If you're a green candidate or below, coming down the floor, middle blocks. If you're a green belt or above, coming down the floor, Uchi Ukis. Uchi Ukis. Each! There we go. Knee! Mike, bring it across your face there. There you go. So, Shi. Now, on either of these blocks, guys, whether you're throwing a Soto Uki or an Uchi Uki, you want to try to make sure your elbow is underneath your hand, or your hand is directly over your elbow. You don't want to angle your fist. You don't want to angle your forearm. Go! Roke! Sich! Hotch! Shoot! Green candidates and below. You're going to turn with the same exact block. Mawate Soto Uki. Green belts and above, we're going to switch it up. We're going to throw an Ood Uki. More correctly, it's called an Ude Uki, but you'll hear Ood Uki a lot. What is an Ood Uki, Miss Holt? It's a back arm burn block. So it's actually the same exact block, but now you're going to be throwing it off the back arm. When you turn, your left arm will be your back arm, so you'll block with the arm that you've got out right now. Retreat! There we go. Back arm burn block. If you are a green candidate or above, bring your hands back down into Hikate. Green candidate or below, I mean. Green candidate or below. Bring your hands back down into Kame. Coming down the floor, Keti Jinzuki. Kick and punch. If you're a green candidate or below. Moving forward, kick and punch. Becky, you feel good about that? All right. Everybody else coming down the floor, Ood Ukis. Each. Knee. There you go. So. Shi. And Mick, I know this is your first day back. Try to take it easy on those knees. Ready? Go. Roke. Sich. Hotch. You want to make sure your arms switch at the same time, just like you would with a punch. You don't want to have both arms out at one point. You don't want one arm blocking, the other hand still floating around. You don't want to pull one down early. They switch at the same time. Go. There we go. There we go. Rope. Mawate, hands in Kame. Guarded position. Retreat. Straighten your lines up for me, please. We should have 3 lines, guys. Still in a fighting stance. Yamei. Near 8. Heels together. And bow. Ray. Everybody feeling okay, guys? If you are a blue belt or below, if you're a blue belt or below, get right foot back, please. Go. Just right foot back, right where you're at. Everybody else, spread out in the middle of the floor for a kata, please. Go. Blue belts and below, go ahead and scoot way back for me, guys, so nobody smacks you. You guys get out of their way. Yeah. That'll work out a little bit better. Perfect. Perfect. If you're a white belt, we're going to start off with a simple back leg front kick, but in place. This time you'll set it back down behind you. Okay? I really want to make sure that kick's looking good, looking like it needs to before we move on. Kate, do you feel pretty good about throwing a front kick? All right. So what we're going to do now is you're going to throw a roundhouse kick to the head. If you are a blue belt, orange belt, or gold belt, you're going to throw a roundhouse kick head level. White belts, front kicks to the body. Everybody else, bow. Right. My purple candidates and above. I've got Robbie training with us from home, so I want to make sure we cover pin on Sanda. Yo. Each. You want to make sure your body drops here, guys. You don't want to stay as tall as you were when in ready stance. You want to be lower. One of the easiest ways to get lower is to put your feet farther apart. This stance is as long as your shin. It's not exactly short. It's just a little shorter than fighting stance. Longer, Corbin. Longer. Now shift your weight back still. There we go. Knee. Now you will stand up. Now, Robbie, something I want to make sure that you're seeing at home. Anything? There we go. That everybody here is seeing. Check this out. I'm going to get right here so everybody can see. When you do that first move, you want to work on switching your blocks when you stand up. I'm seeing a lot of people almost like dropping and switching and standing out. I'm seeing some people stand up and then switching. You want that timing to be just like a regular couple. You're moving forward and moving forward. Everybody got it? And again, when you switch, you want those elbows to rub again. Ready? Go! Turn, drop like a corkscrew, block with your right arm. Go! All All right. Cinch. How's that feel? Okay. What we want to do is talk about this later. Everybody, when y'all are throwing a front kick, I want to make sure you guys work on turning your front heel in. Number one, what that does is that widens your base, gives you better balance, and it helps you be able to bend that knee to stay low while you're kicking. When you're straight, it's going to be a little harder because it's just that forward and back ankle motion that's going to keep your knee bent. And number two, your base is going to be a little bit narrow. Number three, if my hips are square, I've got a certain amount of reach with my kick. When I turn that foot, I actually end up putting my back kick in front of the other one. Okay? So you get a little bit more reach, more power out of that front kick. But definitely take it easy on that knee. Ready? Go! There you go. There you go. Roke! Cinch! Nice, strong, regular fighting stance here, guys. Don't make it longer. So, Chrissy, shorten that stance up a little bit. Grant, make sure your back is straight. When you turn here, guys, you're going to go into lunge punch stance. Should you lengthen your stance on that next move? Everybody knows it, but everybody likes to lengthen it. All right, work on keeping that stance the same length. Go! There we go. There we go. Right now, your front knee should be very, very, very bent. If you're uncomfortable, you're doing it right. Grant, make sure your foot is flat on the ground. So you want to turn it sideways. There we go. Step straight back, Shikodachi, Tetsui strike. Corbin, show us what to do. Straight back, strike. Good work. Everybody else, go! Roke! All right, kickers. Switch feet, please, go. Same thing off the other leg, guys. Each. Knee. Okay, the big issue that I'm seeing, just like the other day, is you're not pointing your toes. So if you were to hit Mr. Michael Graham, if you were poking with your toes, you want to hit him with the top of your foot, remember? Do you remember? Yes, sir. Go! Rope! There we go. You see how you point your toes down? Cinch! Nice. I hit it to the head. Punch! There it is. That's what you got every time. Two! If you're doing pin on Sandan Yam, hey! Knee right. And bout Ray. Yo! We did a little bit of talking. There were some pauses. Guys, purple candidates above. We're going to do that call one last time. I'm going to count a little bit quicker. Each. Knee. Sunk. Okay, point your toes, please. Sheet. Like a ballerina. Go. That's a little bit better. Rope. Cinch. Go. Oh, yes, that was it. Cinch. That's it. Keep that up. Arch. Knees bent, knees bent, knees bent. Two. G. Heels together, please. Each. This stance is a Shikodachi. Everybody say Shikodachi. If somebody asks you the translation for Shikodachi, just call it a side stance. Just call it a side stance. But just so you guys know, Shiko refers to your two heels and your two sets of toes. Shi is for, ko is point or angle. So what you're doing is you're focusing on your 4 points of balance there. Your weight should be super even and you're super, super grounded into that stance. Everybody understand? Ready? Go! This is a stance you should be very balanced in. Roke! Kicker, switch your feet for me. Almost forgot about you. Switch your feet for me. Same thing off the other leg. A couple more counts. Hotch! Two! Ben, when you throw that strike, buddy, check this out. Robbie, I want you to see this too. When you're here, guys, check out my right hand. You don't want to move your hand away from you and then bend your elbow. Because if I was throwing that strike at Mike, I would be using my hand. And I don't want to be doing that here. I'm throwing an elbow. So check this out. When I step up, my fist stays very close to me and my elbow goes away. Does that make sense? Because I don't want to hug Mike like he's my buddy. I want to throw an elbow out. Everybody understand? Let's fix it on this hand. Ready? Go! Yeah, hey, everybody. Knee right. And bow right. Everybody feeling okay? Yes, sir. Good. If you are a brown or black belt, scoot up a couple feet, please. Kate and Becky, get in the middle of the floor for me, please. Green belts, please scoot back. Perfect. First basic kata. Everybody bow. Right. Your. Becky, how comfortable do you feel with that kata? All right, all right. I'm not going to count super fast, but it's going to be a steady, easy count. Ready, and each. Knee. Guys, if you've been doing this for longer than a couple months, you want to work on making sure your body stays low and you pull your hips in. You pull your elbow back and turn your body with your hips. You don't want to swing your foot around. Go. There you go, Chrissy. That was nice. Seach. Now, everybody talks about, all the instructors talk about pulling your hips over on that 180-degree turn. But it's the same exact thing here. You want to make sure your hips throw your block onto this next move. You don't want to just fall into it like you're bending your arm and swinging it. Go! All right, so what does that mean? Everybody go back one move. What does it mean to use your hips in that low block as opposed to just your weight? I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing this technique. Number 1, the way, someone who's been doing it for a 5-year-old who's been doing, first basic for 2 weeks would do it this way. They would shift their weight back to their right foot. They would bend that elbow, and then they would shift their weight forward. All right? We're not working on that. What I want to do is I want to shift my front foot very, very quickly, and I actually want to plant it. I want to put it on the ground before I throw my elbow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my weight, and as I shift my weight, my arm bends. And after my foot's planted, my hips are still this way, so I've got a ton of hip twitch for that low block. Everybody understand? You're not going back and forward. You're just moving at an angle and blocking as hard as you can. Go! Nice. That's a little bit better. Really want to work on bending that arm and swinging it out quick. 3 high blocks. Each. Knee. So. There you go. Good high blocks there, Becky. I like how they're crossing that. Each. Let's go, Cade. Knee. So. Sheet. All right, so we're here. We're going to slightly plant that foot early before we swing that arm super hard. Go. Not bad, not bad. Carson, that'll be easier if you actually slide that foot instead of picking it up. Okay, buddy? I really like what I was seeing. Keep it up. Go. Rope. Seach. Let me take this spot. Everybody check this out. If I'm here, your front leg will really determine how easily you do this next move. If your front leg straightens out, you won't have the range of motion in your body to place that foot where it needs to go. All I'm going to do from here is bend that knee. I'm going to have a whole lot more room for setting that foot over. So if you keep your right foot bent as you step across, it's going to be a whole lot easier to end up in a good stance when you throw that low block. Everybody got it? Yes, sir. Go! Ho! Grant, punch to the body for me, pal. You're punching a little too hard. Seach! Hunch! Now, hey! Not bad, guys. Knee right. And bow right. Any questions? Everybody feeling okay? Right foot back. Wait! Let's start off super simple. Oizuki, Yakuzuki. Boxer's jab, reverse punch. In place. Ready, and each. 1, 2. The old 1, 2. Exactly. Knee. So. Sheet. Go. Chrissy, Toby, that looks different from yesterday. I like it. Ready? Rope. Thanks, sir. Seach. Harch. 2. 3. Blue belts and below. You're going to keep those strikes. 1, 2. Everybody else, turn your front hand into a back fist. Uriken Yakuzuki. Back fist. Each. 1, 2. Back fist. Back fist. Knee. There you go. So you're slightly changing up that angle. Instead of going straight out with your punch the way you would with a boxer's jab, you're going to swing it a little bit. Ready? Go! Rope! Ben, you're already throwing the back fist too, man. You're throwing the back fist and reverse punch. Hotch! There you go. 2. 3. Last 10. If you're a full green belt or above, you're going to turn your back arm into a high toe. What is a high toe? Anybody know the English name of a high toe? Ridge hand strike. Ridge hand strike. So guys, if I'm here, I'm going to do it sideways and facing the camera so everybody can see. If I'm here, originally we started off with a straight punch and a straight punch. That's what my blue belts and yellows will do. Purple candidates or green candidates are now going to back fist a non-linear strike, but they're going to throw a straight punch on the reverse punch. If you're a green belt or above, you're going to go around with your back fist, and your ridge hand is going to go around as well. Traditionally, a ridge hand is thrown. If you strike to the very side of your knuckle here. I don't really love that. If I'm throwing a ridge hand, it's almost like I'm trying to clothesline somebody with my forearm. Everybody understand? Same thing with my back fist. I'm not smacking someone in the temple. I'm using my forearm into somebody's neck or side of their hand. Everybody understand? So from right here, straight, blue belts and below. Purple candidates or green candidates, around, straight. Everybody else, around. Everybody understand? If I'm facing you guys, my back fist goes around. My high toe goes around. You don't want to swing it through though, because you don't want it to be your turn and then your partner's turn when you're swinging through, right? If I'm here, I'm throwing my high toe, it goes out and then straight back. Any questions, guys? Last hit. Each. Remember, Ben, you're still throwing a straight reverse punch. Back fist reverse punch. Green belt and above, throw a high toe. Knee. So. Sheet. Go. Row. Zeech. Carson, you're making a very, very small mistake, and I'm glad you are because I want to talk to everybody about it. Carson has a good back fist, he snapped it back, and a good high toe. But what I'd rather see, Carson, is a good combination. So instead of strike, snap it back, and then strike again, I want to make sure no matter what techniques you're doing, as you snap your first hand back, the second one goes out too. Does that make sense? You don't want to have one good technique and then another good technique. You want to have one good combination. Does that make sense? Throw your hand. Go! Out! Seach! Harch! Dude, make sure the twist is still there on the high toe. Nothing changes in the twist other than, boom, part of your hand you're striking with and how it travels. Dude! It's okay if you have a little bit of a lean on a high toe too. Ready, Ann? G! Yeah. Switch feet, go! 2 straight punches. Oizuki, Yakuzuki. Count 30 times. We're going to switch it up each 10 times. Ready, Ann? Each! Me! So! G! Okay, punch head level. Head level. I've never seen anybody get knocked out by getting punched in the shoulder. Ready? Go! Up! 6! People's noses bleed, not their belly button. Go! 6! March! 2! G! Yeah. If you're a blue belt and below, you're going to do the same thing. Purple candidates and above. Back fist. Yakuzu. Ready, Ann? Each. Knee. So. Looking for one good combination. There you go, Carson. G. Count. Row. Seach. Harch. 2. G. Yeah. Last 10. Last 10. Green belts and above. Uriken high toe. Purple candidates. Purple belts. Green belts. Let me try that again. Green candidates, purple belts, purple candidates. Uriken Yakuzuki. Blue belts and below. Oizuki Yakuzuki. Does everybody know what to do? Yes, sir. Each. I'm surprised because I managed to butcher it. Knee. There you go. So. Sheet. All right, I'm seeing some weirdness off your left side, my upper belt, throwing the high toe. It might feel kind of weird because, you know, it's our more than likely our non-dominant hand. You want to make sure your elbow straightens out when you throw your high toe. You don't want to bend it towards you, right? You want to extend it. Ready? Go! That's better. Seach! That's better. A little less swing, too. Harch! 2! G! Yeah! Yum, hey! Everybody, you right? And bow, right. How's everybody feeling, guys? Everybody feeling okay? Good. If you are a Tell you what, Becky and Cade, everybody, you guys and everybody behind you, just make a straight line against the wall in the back for me, please, guys. Go. Everybody else, make a straight line right here, please. Go. All right, everybody face the middle, please. Go. I'm going to move this camera over. Perfect. Here we go. Miss Holt, jump out there for me, please. I don't know that I have any black belts with us today right now, but that doesn't mean they won't be training with us later. Miss Holt, let's start with Gian. If you're a second degree black belt, guys, and you can run it, I want you guys to run one shoe. Guys, if you're at home and you're a first degree black belt, I want you guys to run say song. Out of the katas that I mentioned, if you don't know any of them or can't run any of them on your own, just run the highest kata that you do know on your own. All right? Miss Holt, you ready? Right. Go your for Gio. Your. Each. Knee. So. She. A little bit more chamber on those. You don't want to raise them almost like you would move. Go. Up. Six. Hot. Two. Three. Each. Knee. So. She. Go. Up. Six. Hot. Two. Three. Each. Knee. One little thing to work on, Holt. When you hear you're about to travel this way right now, make sure your arms don't just end up in position. You're basically throwing a middle block with your right knee, right? So you want to chamber it and bring it across, right? Just like if you were in place and you were going to throw a middle block, you're going to be straight, come across, pull it up, your body would have all shit on. Yep. There we go. There we go. Run. Six. Hot. Two. Saving just a little bit more chamber. Treat it like a double middle. Go. Run. Six. Hot. Two. Three. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Any green belt? What's the name of that block? Yes, Gavin. And don't raise your hand. What is it? Yes, sir. No. Uchi uki. Uchi uki. Front arm burn block. Go! Row! Yeah, mate. You right. And right. Let's give her a hand. Guys, if you're a black belt, for whatever reason you're not done with your kata, finish that up now. Brown belt, showing Miss Holt, please. Go. Miss Holt, you can sit way up for me, man. We got plenty of room. Here we go. Everybody bow. Right. Yo for Kushanku. Yo. Carson and Corbin. The first half of this kata only has less than 3 moves that you don't already know. All of these moves you already know from other katas. It's just a different order that we're putting them in. All right? Or slight variations of the same moves you already know. You guys got it? All right, ready, and each. You guys should know these moves so well that I'm not even going to worry about teaching them to you. I'm just going to worry about y'all getting the order down. Okay? Knee. So this is exactly like pin on yondon. Boom. But this hands down. Sheep. That's a te uki. Go. 1, 2. Something I notice here, guys. Something that's very important. Right here. You want your feet to stay fully lined up on this next move. So if I'm here, I don't want my left foot to move forward. I want it to move straight sideways, like I'm going into a horse stance. Everybody got it? Right. Once I set my feet out, both sets of toes should turn. I don't want to turn one foot as I step and then end up with my feet in different directions. Everybody understand? So here's what we're going to do. You're going to step across. Notice how I'm dropping and bringing this arm over. After I step, both sets of toes move. So if you do it full speed, looks like that. Each. Nice. And then both sets of toes should be pointed that way. Step up. Punch. Go. Same thing in the other direction, guys. Make sure both sets of toes move. Go. There you go. Step up halfway. Kick a middle block to the back. Seach. You guys know these moves like the back of your hand. Two more good shoe toes. Go. Rock. Seach. Christy, show us the next move, please. All right. Something Christy did really, really well, guys. I'm going to move this camera over here, but check out Christy's feet. If I look at Christy's back foot and I draw a straight line from those toes straight to Toby over there, her heel is also on that same line. All right. So what that shows me is that Christy's got a wide stance, but it's not very long. Everybody understand? It's very, very easy to set your foot out that way. You want to bring it around. The only thing to work on there, Christy, is point both sets of toes in if you can. Ready? Everybody else, go! So Corbin, yeah, there you go. Pull that foot back more, Corbin. Poke! You want your right wrist on your forehead. There you go. Seach! Hotch! Carson and Corbin, what kata are those moves in that you already know? Nope. You just did this. Hit 1, 2, 3. What kind of do you do that on? 1, 2, 3. Same exact thing. Very, very simple. Ready? Go! Carson, try that one more time, buddy. I'm going to give you one thing to work on. I want you to kick straight towards the flags, but set your foot towards me. Don't move your left foot. Kick with your right, set your right towards me. Go. Oh, where's your right foot? Try it again. Don't worry, everybody else is super comfortable. They don't mind. Kick straight. You want to practice moving that right foot all the way towards me a little bit more. No, not the left foot away. Right foot towards me. Move it a little bit more. Let's go. There we go. Let's work on it, okay? Go! Rock! Seach! Left arm out, Carson. Kick an elbow. Go! Just like Pinan Yonder. You guys know these moves? Seach! Hotch! It's getting better, Christy. Hotch! Doom! Lean back though, Christy. That looks like a fighting stance. Don't just, whoa, hold on. Don't just lean back by bending your knee. Unbend both knees, actually. Now point your back toes towards the flag wall. Now bend your knee over that foot. There we go. Go! Roke! If you're a song cue, yell, hey! Knee right. And right. Song cues, jump back over there for me, please. Green belts, join the song cues. Guys, I don't want to run out of time. Green belts, join the song cues. These are the song cues. Way over here, guys. From Pinan Godon. Yeah, if you're not doing anything right now, scoot over that way for me, guys. That way we've got this section right here. Perfect. You guys bow. Right? Yo, Pinan Godon. Gavin Grant. Just watch the people around you. They know what to do. Never mess up. Right, ready? Each. Knee. Heels together, Carson. Mr. I never mess up. So. Sheet. Toes apart, Corbin. Mr. I never mess up. Go. I didn't watch that, Toby, but I just want to remind you, make sure that stance is nice and long. I didn't see what it looked like, but just a reminder. Go. That will give you more load on that left leg. Miss Holt, do that next move for me, please. Travel towards you. Everybody else, go! Up! Seach! Hotch! Go! Nice, Grant. You got it, man. G! Each! Each! Calm down, man. Gavin, do me a favor, sir. I want everybody to see you right now. Get your arms where they need to be. Put your knees together and put your head over your feet. No. Where's your feet? Pull your head back. Straighten your back out. There you go. Now get your arms up nice and high. Bend your knee a whole lot. There you go. Gavin, you were looking like this before. Your knees aren't together yet. You were looking like this, Gavin. You want to straighten your back out, put your knees together. Does that make sense? You're a whole lot stronger here than here. Does that make sense, buddy? Yep. Run. Of course, put your right foot in front now. Six. Hutch. Two. Leg go back for me. I couldn't go until I think I saw it. Pull your left foot back instead of the right foot. Go ahead and do that for me. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Everybody go, hey! Knee right. And raise. Guys, I know we weren't filming this part, but check it out. Mike, one thing to work on that last move. Yeah. This right arm that's out on the back pitch, right after my right over here. I keep it where it's at. Just left of it. I hear you. Okay, well, as long as you caught that mistake, guys. All right, not bad. Everybody bow. Right. Everybody line, please. Yep. Guys, I want to end with a couple more floor techniques, and we're going to call it a day. Any questions so far, guys? Yes, all right. Everybody bow. Right. Yo. Mawate Ajmate. There we go. Right foot back. Go. Becky, coming down the floor, step up front kick. So instead of kicking off the back leg, your back foot's going to come up, kick with the front, set it in front of you. Everybody else, step up Mawashigiri. Step up Mawashigiri, roundhouse kick. Each. The main difference between what Becky's body should be doing and everybody else's body is as Becky steps up, her body doesn't turn. Boom. Goes a good strong front. Everybody else should take their back toes and step them up sideways, or even more. If you want to take it one step further, you won't just step your foot up at an angle. We'll go ahead and turn your whole body as you step up. Everybody understand? Each. Knee. Hands down. Stretch your hands up. There you go. So. Now, okay, with the roundhouse kick, where should your toes be pointed? Straight that way. Keep working on it, okay? Go. There you go. Now do me a favor, okay? Do it like a bear's chasing you or something. Kick fast. Go. There we go. Everybody, Mawate, hands and Kame. Right. One more trip off the other side. Let's see what you got, guys. Each. There you go. Knee. So. G. From Mawashigiri. Guys, I care as much about a snapback as a strong kick. Don't get your kick out and leave it out there, right, Gavin? Make sure your kick goes out and it comes back as fast as it came out. Go! Comes back as fast as it came out. There you go. Row! Mawate, hands in Kame again. Right! Becky, you're not going to change the kick. We're going to change the target. Head left. Head left. Everybody else, step up Yoko Giri. Side kicks. Each. Knee. So. There you go. Shake. So now luckily for you, Kate, now you do want to pull those toes back, right? You want to expose that heel. You're doing an excellent job. So think about it this way. Roundhouse kick, toes pointed. Side kick, toes pulled back. You got me? Go! Good kick. Turn to the side. Out. Oh, come on. You can't hurt that. Out. Oh, come on. I did say something I was leaving out your mom. How hard are you going to kick? G! Yeah! Good kick. We're going to hit that right hard, okay? We'll watch it. Hey! All right, guys. Last trip. Let's see what you got. Each. All right. Let's do it. Knee. So. Side kick is one of the strongest kicks you can throw, guys, especially if you're stepping up, you're creating some extra momentum. Really drive that heel forward. Don't lean back so much that you lose your power. Go! Row! Guys, here's a really good way to know if you have a strong kick or not. Well, here's an indicator. If you're kicking, if you step up and kick and your excess weight makes you travel backwards, you don't have enough power going forward. When I'm kicking, my weight should make me fall forward. Everybody got it? It means I'm leaning in that kick like I'm supposed to. Punch! Shoot! There you go, Carson. Much better, buddy. Mawate, right? Becky, go ahead and pull back for me. Yeah, man. Scoot all the way over there for me, please, facing the flat. Becky, in place. Soto, go ahead and back, right? Yo. Put your left middle block up. Switch your middle blocks on the count. Okay. Everybody else, okay, this might be new for you. Step up Kokoto Giri, hook kick. You know what to do? All right, ready, and each. Knee. So. Ben, that kick's got to be head level, man. Sheet. Go. Rope. Mawate. Drake. Each. That kick up there. Get that kick up there. Knee. Guys, we got 2 minutes left in class. How hard are you going to kick on these last 2 minutes? So, if these are the last kicks you ever throw, how are you going to remember yourself throwing kicks? Rope. Seach. Mawate. Drake. Blue belts, purple belts, purple candidates, and green candidates. Join Becky, please. Go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. You guys face the flags, please. Becky, you're going to switch to low blocks. All right, go ahead and bring that low block down for me. If you are a blue belt or a purple candidate or a purple belt or a green candidate, bow right. Yo. Kibadachi horse stance. Wait. Hold on. There we go. You guys are going to get your right Shuto strikeout. Go. Switching Shuto strikes on the count. Make sure your knees are nice and bent. Do me a favor. Look at Becky over there. She's in ready stance. Bend them more than her, please. There we go. She's not bending them at all. Perfect. Switching strikes on the count, guys. Green belts. Step up back kick. Brown belts and above, Fumikomi. Does anybody not know? Does anybody know what that is? All right, Miss Holt knows what it is, of course. Okay. Fumikomi is a stomping kick. We're going to throw it like a side kick. It's going to be off your back leg. As a Fumikomi is a stomping kick. I'm going to bring my knee up and twist my hips like I would for a side kick. I'm going to kick down and right back. You snap your kick back, but after a pause. I'm here. Kick, bring it back. Kick, bring it back. You guys understand? You're kicking through somebody's knee. Ready? Each. Don't make it a fancy side kick, Grant. If you're trying to throw a back kick, and your toes are sideways, that's just a fancy side kick. Turn your body enough, turn your toes enough to point your toes down. Ready? Go! Oh, don't kick down to the ground, though. Rope! Seach! Green candidates through blue belts. Close your hand up. You're not throwing a Tetsui strike. Same thing. Each. Each. There you go. Knee. There you go, guys. Think about it. If my foot's coming way up here, that's a tall person's knee. It's actually traveling down quite a bit. Probably the tallest person under the knee is Toby here, guys. I'm taking the key. That's about as low as low as you can get. Sound good? Mawate. Drink. Same thing on the count, guys. See what you got. Last 10. Each. Knee. So. Sheet. A little bit higher there, Christy. Go. Rope. There you go, Carson. Try to raise your knee up right away. Raise it up high. Hutch. Boom. There it is. Two. Scoot back if you need to. Last one, guys. Big loud key out from everybody in the room. Ready, in. Everybody at home, too. G. Yeah. Mawate. Mate. Everybody. Yeah. Hey. Everybody. Knee right. Everybody bow right. And line. Great job today, guys. Guys, I've seen just once or twice, I've seen a fumikomi assumption kick. We throw them like a front kick. I've seen it go up and straight down. I prefer fumikomi sideways. Hold on. Any questions over anything we covered today, guys? Everybody feeling good? All right, guys. So everybody who trained with us from home, looks like it was just Robbie live, but if anybody's training with us in the future, really appreciate you guys being here. Hope you'll have a great rest of the day. We'll see you guys next time. Well, it doesn't look like I can finish it. If you guys are still live with us, we're going to bow out together. Show me. Right. Say, right. Oceguera. Right. Guys, I ran a little bit over. I'm going to have to deal with the phone here in a second. I've got to pull cards too. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Go. You guys did a great job. Check it out. I can press other stuff. Can't finish. This works. I can't flip the camera.
So do you have to press finish? But it's already on there, right?
It's already live, yeah. But I'm not going to be able to share it.